of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense will be first on the attack. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a tight one.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights. I'm telling UCLA, remember who runs this thing. This is us, okay? We take care of business. Now UCLA gets to do something about it.
You're right, Dave, and I think UCLA is a team that takes a lot of pride in mental toughness, and they admitted to us that in last year's game, they just weren't able to make the plays they needed to make when it mattered most. They want to turn the script. They want to do a better job dialing in this game to get a win over their cross-city rival.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's straight. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Bruins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last weekend.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more...
Lets it fly! And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and that's chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Strickland. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. It's a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Grab behind the line. It's Pope. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And that's a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Got a man. It's straight. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running to Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Strickland. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, USC. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by just one over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught, close to the marker, it's Poe. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Caught over the middle, it's straight. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Bruins will hustle from the line.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. To the air, it's Strickland. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as a field goal unit comes on. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Strickland. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Roy. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Off play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to pull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17, UCLA.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Caught. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his target down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, it seems like he's dialed in.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Hit as he throws. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Roy. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Drake. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here comes the heat, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Right on the money. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Strickland. Got the quick pass. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll do it himself on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans are flying down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. On target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roy. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keep slinging it. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Strickland. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the 2nd half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "fight on" at the end of this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
UCLA 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Poe.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Finds a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's got an open man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. No huddle here for the offense.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Strickland. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. This quarterback part of their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Trojans are on the move. They'll try it over the left side. Hey, midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Strickland. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's straight. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Strickland. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make it.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Strickland. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Poe. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. These corners going to give them some space. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Poe. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Poe. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.